The internet is melting down once again, and at the center of the fire are two women who know exactly how to turn shade into a sport: Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. The latest chapter in their saga is so messy, so dramatic, and so over the top that it feels less like a rap feud and more like a reality TV reunion special where the producers just gave everyone bottomless tequila. You think it can't get worse, and then it does. You think they're done, and then another tweet drops. If hip-hop beef was a professional sport, this would be the Super Bowl, and both players are running up and down the field, throwing personal fouls on each other like Oprah handing out cars. It all started, or at least reignited, when Cardi dropped her new album, Am I the Drama, and Nicki decided to answer that question with a big, fat yes. Minaj fired the opening shot with a single tweet, $4.99. That's it. That's the tweet. Simple, sharp, and instantly viral. Why? Because that's the promo price of Cardi's album, and Nicki knew exactly what she was doing. It was a job at her sales, her relevance, inner hustle all at once. In an industry where first-week numbers are treated like Olympic medals, Nicki's tweet was like showing up to the after party and announcing that someone got their gold plated at the pawn shop. Of course, Cardi wasn't gonna let that slide. This is the same Cardi B who once threw a shoe at Nicki at a Harper's Bazaar party back in 2018, leaving the event with a knot on her forehead and a permanent place in meme history. The woman does not do silent treatment. She fired back fast, dubbing Minaj Cocaine Barbie and turning Nicki's snide one-liner into a drag session that made Twitter light up like Times Square. Nicki never one to sit quietly, clapped back with altered Cardi lyrics, more shade about Rock Nation, and a dig at Jay-Z's alleged lace front wig. Jay-Z probably did not wake up that morning expecting to be collateral damage in this war, but here we are. What could have stayed as playful industry banter spiraled into a full-blown mudslinging contest with no rules, no referees, and no off-limits topics. Nicki allegedly brought up Cardi's children, making a cruel comment about her daughter's looks and questioning her parenting. Cardi responded by swinging for the jugular, referencing Nicki's brother's criminal conviction, a topic so toxic you could feel the collective gasp of the internet. If the feud was a boxing match, this was the moment they started hitting below the belt. And it only got uglier. Cardi accused Nicki of infertility issues and mocked her for needing fertility doctors. Nicki clapped back with not-so-subtle insinuations about Cardi's pregnancy and her fitness as a mother. It was like both women had scrolled through each other's personal trauma files and decided, yes, let's weaponize this. Every hour brought a new insult, a new low blow, a new reason for fans to say, okay, but this is too far. Which, of course, just made more people tune in. Social media beef, after all, is powered by outrage and popcorn. Fans split into camps faster than the internet divides over pineapple on pizza. Nicki's Barbs were out in force, defending their queen, retweeting every jab, and insisting that Cardi was jealous of Nicki's long reign. Cardi's Bardi Gang clapback teaches hard, framing their fab as the underdog who's just sick of being poked by someone who can't let go of the spotlight. Both sides started digging up old interviews, ancient tweets, even 2010 mixtape lyrics as if they were lawyers in court. The receipts were flying so fast, you half expected Judge Judy to wade in with a gavel. The funny part, if you can call any of this funny, is how the feud has taken on the energy of a toxic situationship neither woman can escape. They break up from fighting, months go by, then something small reignites it. Cardi drops an album, Nicki tweets a price tag. Nicki releases new music, Cardi throws in a slide disc during an Instagram live. It's like watching two exes who swear they're over each other but keep subtweeting at 2 a.m. Honestly, at this point, the energy feels less like rap rivals and more like messy cousins at a family barbecue who will not stop yelling even though grandma begged them to sit down. And it's not just the women themselves fueling the fire. Everybody else is adding gasoline: memes, commentary videos, think pieces, stan accounts. The internet ecosystem around Nicki and Cardi's feud could power an entire social media economy. Nicki posts a shady emoji, 30 TikToks dissected like there's a Zapruder film. Cardi claps back in her Bronx accent, 1,000 memes born instantly. Even people who claim they don't do celebrity drama find themselves doom-scrolling through the chaos because at some level, we all love a messy spectacle. Of course, the serious side of all this is hard to ignore. Hip-hop beef is nothing new. Biggie and Tupac, Nas and Jay-Z, Drake and Meek Mill. But this one hits differently because it drags families, children, and deeply personal struggles into the spotlight. Watching two of the most successful women in rap rip each other apart over album sales and petty slights is equal parts fascinating and sad. Both have shattered barriers in a male-dominated industry, both have massive fan bases, both have hit records, yet instead of seeing them as icons coexisting, the industry and the internet keep framing it as a zero-sum game. Only one can be the queen and the other has to fall. That dynamic isn't just unfair, it's exhausting. The feud has reached a point where no insult is too personal, no line too sacred, and no relative too off-limits. When children and fertility struggles become punchlines, you know that beef has turned into something darker. What might have started as playful shade has morphed into a public therapy session where the weapon of choice is humiliation. And the audience, millions of us on phones and laptops, can't look away. Still, amid all the venom, you can't deny the sheer entertainment value.
Nicki and Cardi are both masters of delivery, timing, and showmanship. Even when you're shaking your head, you're still reading every word. Their feud has everything: pettiness, high stakes, tragic undertones, and unintentional comedy. It's Shakespearean drama in 280 characters. One second, Nicki's dropping cryptic tweets, the next Cardi's of Instagram Live cursing in Spanglish, and the next the entire internet is arguing about lace front wigs. If you're not entertained, you're lying. The ripple effect is massive too. Other celebrities are being dragged into it, sometimes by choice, sometimes as collateral damage. Jay-Z got strays, Rock Nation got name-checked, and you just know PR teams across Hollywood are begging their clients, do not tweet about this. But silence doesn't last long online. Already, smaller artists are weighing in because aligning with Team Nicki or Team Cardi is an easy way to boost your own clout. Some industry watchers are even speculating that Nicki's sudden online aggression might be strategic, stirring controversy out of her next project. After all, if people are talking about you nonstop, they're more likely to stream your music, even if it's just to look for subliminal disses. Cardi, on the other hand, seems caught between fighting back and pointing out the absurdity of the whole thing. At one point, she even said Nicki should compare herself to peers like Rihanna, Drake, or Taylor Swift instead of constantly targeting younger women. That comment cut deep because it hit at the heart of the matter. Is Nicki defending her throne, or is she just unwilling to let anyone else rise without throwing a rock from the castle? The truth might be a messy blend of both. And here's the kicker. Even as they torch each other online, both women are making headlines, trending worldwide, and boosting their own cultural footprint. The feud itself has become content, fueling articles, think pieces, YouTube commentary, and now this very write-up. Love them or hate them, Nicki and Cardi know how to dominate attention, and in today's media landscape, attention is currency. Every jab, every insult, every shady emoji is basically free advertising. So where does it end? If history is any guide, probably nowhere. The feud will cool down, both sides will delete tweets, fans will declare victory for their faves, and then a few months later, some new spark will reignite it. Maybe it'll be an award show side-eye, maybe a leaked verse, maybe just another petty tweet about album pricing. But if you think Nicki and Cardi are suddenly gonna hug it out and drop a collab called Sisters in Rap, you've been spending too much time in fade fiction forums. Still, there's a twisted beauty in watching two titans clash in real time. It's messy, it's mean, it's way too personal, but it's also a reminder that celebrity culture is part performance art. We're not just watching a feud, we're watching two of the most charismatic women in music stage a never-ending battle for dominance, relevance, and pride. It's ugly, it's hilarious, it's Shakespeare with acrylic nails and auto-tune. And if you're not entertained, you're lying. So grab your popcorn, mute your moral compass, and admit the truth. You're hooked. Whether you're Team Nicki, Team Cardi, or just King Chaos, you're in too deep now. That's the saga for now. Though give it 5 minutes and another insult will probably drop. Until then, thanks for diving into the mess with me. And if you want more drama, shade, and Hollywood chaos served piping hot, don't forget to subscribe to Inside Hollywood.